Okay, hello. This is Glitch Reaper here again. I am inside my void chest, and I am close to a very special goal that I have in the nether. Uh, Whenever I pop out of here, I will be next to a mob spawner, specifically Blaze, but the bigger news is that can be reprogrammed. Yeah. Why? Because this is in 1.8, and anything 1.8 plus has a very special ability to excuse me. Forgot to hydrate again already. Sorry. Better. As I was saying, anything past 1.8 has a very special trick you can do with spawners. If for any reason you actually have a spawn egg, whether it's like you're in creative, or if, oh, say your mod pack includes some way of getting them, then you can reprogram spawners. It does not matter whether or not this is in survival or in creative. It just works. However, you should also note that if you do this, you will probably wind up spawning the mob, so doing it in actual survival, which is what I'm doing because, this is how I'm playing my series. Well, the thing is, if you do that, you will probably have to fight them, and some could be worse than others to deal with that way. So be wary if you're doing this, it might not work out so well. Now, some mods do have this problem where they don't technically use a spawn egg to use a spawn egg, so that might not work. And also, things like that will not work with what I'm about to do either, because the method I'm about to use to get a spawn egg, it requires that it technically uses one of several methods to get spawn eggs, preferably nothing really too far off, and also very preferably basically the vanilla version just simply rerouted. So what you're about to see here is something very special from Evilcraft, aka Bloodcraft, as I like calling it, and it will allow me to basically reanimate a spirit. You saw last time whenever I grabbed that wither skeleton. Well, this has rules. This has some rules. So let me go over what the rules technically are. And yeah, bouncy pad. I do like that thing. Okay, this is the blood infuser. You've probably seen me trying to upgrade that before. And how much do I have? Oh, I'm closer to my goal than I thought. I forgot about that. I was hanging out at said spawner for quite some time, whacking a lot of blazes. So, yeah, I sort of built up more than I thought. You wouldn't think an elemental would have blood, but, well, it's just how it goes with general mobs, so it don't worry about it too much. Okay, is this full? Yeah, that's full, so I can do my big thing I was going to do otherwise. That's pretty sweet. I forgot about that. But anyhow, this is the Spirit Reanimator. And I'm pretty sure it has enough, but in case it doesn't, I'll just give it a good fill. The thing is that you use a cost in blood, and you use a box of eternal closure, and you use an egg. You basically infuse it with blood power. And then what happens is it takes the vengeance spirit that you've absorbed into the box of eternal closure, and it fills a regular egg with it, and I do mean like egg like isn't laid by a chicken, and it makes it into a spawn egg. Now, I've also found out the promises stack, but I'm not sure if they really stack. Like, will this make it like dramatically more efficient? I'm not entirely sure. But anyhow, because I had promoted my other machine over there, this one's basically got the hand-me-down. So I have a feeling that sequence will happen again. The big thing I was going to do, however, and now that I know I'm not going to really be slowing my progress because the other thing's already full, is I'm going to put this in here, and this in here, and it's taking a while to percolate, but it should get there fairly soon. So, well, it's working its magic that way and giving off some nice particles. Oh yeah, sheep gives me wool. It's not kidding about that, trust me. Anyhow, while it's doing that, I might as well start prepping something else. And that is to get my last promise done. The Promise of Tenacity 3. I was working on that before, and now it looks like I am actually in range of doing it a lot faster than I thought. See, I don't have too much of this stuff left, but I might be able to get more of a supply eventually. Actually, I may have to take some of that back now that I'm thinking about it. Or get just a little bit more. because I know I'm going to have to charge this up at least once to do this. And I need a block of diamond. Now, I actually spent a ton of points. So if you remember that 30 million, that went by pretty quickly, and I'm actually having a few things very close to regret actually about that, because these things that are super expensive, these dark matter pedestals from Project E, they just don't have the range to really turret away all the Furbies. So I've got a slightly more sinister plan. Now, the thing is, every time you, well, for one thing, you shift and right-click, and when it says on pedestal, that's what it does when it's on the pedestal, and it just freely supplied. It just keeps doing it periodically, however often it says. This thing may be a work in progress, but it does function here. So no crash there. That was nice. This is supposed to suck items into the inventory next to it, so my plan was basically to let them get shot by the other thing, or, and for that matter, torched by this one, because this one will burn things. Mainly mobs if it's on the pedestal, so it's actually safer on the pedestal than it is on you. Trust me, you don't want to use this thing anywhere near most bases. It's not pretty. I've seen people scorch things like crazy with that before. It's not a pretty picture. But anyhow, whenever you right-click on it without sneaking, it activates it or deactivates it. So, as an example, deactivated, activated. Now, the thing is, because they have a shorter range than I first thought, I may not go with them. So, yeah, I'm coming up with some further ideas. Let me see here. Speaking of other, of how that works. Okay. Okay, now this is the thing I made. Note how it's tremendously expensive. Over 4.5 million points a pop. That's not cheap. And even the crafting recipe to initially make one is absurdly expensive. You need red matter and dark matter blocks. Well, you need red matter in the form of red matter. You need the dark matter as blocks. But either way, all of this stuff is absurdly expensive. So whenever you put that all together, it's ridiculous. Ah, see this thing's done percolating? Ah, spawn skeleton. You may have already figured out kind of what I'm after. That didn't really cost that much. So, I could do that over and over again. This I'll need to fill. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Wrong slot. There you go. Okay, I'll need to charge that up, because it's already filled. Now it needs to be powered. How much do I got left? Not very much, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Very, very careful. This thing should be faster because of the other stuff, so there we go. Well, actually, with the way it's been made more efficient and fast and has enough reserve, I may be able to afford this now if it's really giving me a discount. Otherwise, I'm not sure, because I think it gives you a discount on everything when it's like that. I need a block of diamond. So, yeah, that took a chunk out of what I had left. Nope, wrong thing. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to power this up first, and that's what was so absurdly expensive. Oh, gosh. At least in terms of blood power. Boing. Okay. You need to get infused, because I need a diamond promise acceptor. There you go. Seems to take the cost all at once, might I add, so you won't see it go down. So if I were to pull this out, I would have no loss at all. It would just, like, you just take it back. You just say, nope, I've changed my mind. And it's just like, okay, we're cool. We're totally cool. Although admittedly, in terms of expensive again, while that thing's working, there is one of these I do like the effect of. This one here, I've got the Life Stone. It's fairly expensive, but the ability to restore hunger and hearts is very nice. So all I have to do is walk near my pedestal and it'll refill me. So I don't have to really eat anything while I'm in my void chest dimension anymore. I still have to do when I'm out and about, though. So, yeah, that happens. Okay, so it's more than halfway, After that, I'll use this and get the thing fully charged. Then I should be able to power that up to the highest tier that I've been wanting. And then, whether I actually get a gas tier or not, or find an actual netherwort farm, which I've been searching for, and just didn't find last round, then either way, I should be able to get this stuff anyhow, because Evilcraft, aka Bloodcraft, has alternative recipes. So, yeah, I'm going to take that up. It looks like it's going to fully accept it, because this barely has any loss. Well, just as a slight bump. Because I know I've made it more efficient, so that should mean that this will use less. Come on. Hit it. I want to make sure that I have at least a little bit left because of the efficiency boost. Please be what that means. That's pretty darn sure. Do I really need to wax it? Oh, I was right. It did in fact make it cost less. Thank you, promise of productivity. I'm really wondering if stacking them's such a cool idea, because it seems very nice. Okay, whew. Thank goodness that worked. For a while I thought it being just a little bit shy would have invalidated the whole thing. That would have sucked after all I did. It took a while to build up that much, even with a spawner that I was camping. Oh gosh. Okay, so this should... You see, I got that. What am I... Oh yeah, I need one more thing. That's right. What am I missing? I know it's something important. I'm gonna have to check the book again. Okay, let me see here. Dun, dun, dun. Blood infusion. Infuser. I think it has the promises here. It's under advanced. Okay. See, this is 2. It's 3. So let me see here. Two. Oh, I need an Eye of Ender. That's the thing I was forgetting. I knew there was something I was missing, clearly. Oh well. I can't memorize them all. You can try, but you can't memorize them all. Even if you're really good at it, really good at it. It's just like there's just too much stuff. This is even the biggest mod pack I played. It has too many things to memorize. Oh well, stuff happens. Okay, got that there. Yeah, I might want to put these up temporarily to save on space. But at least now that this is cleared, I can do things that way. So, that'll be nice. Hey, if only I had a donor like you a moment ago. Hey. Donor. Thank you for your donation. Was very close on the edge there when it came to amount of stuff, so yeah, that did sort of throw me over my inventory limit. Okay. I'm not full up on those yet. Okay, that works out there. Oh, almost forgot. A little cool thing from Ender Utilities I got here. This one is really neat. I should probably use it more often while I'm in here now that I've got it. Because what it is it's a reusable Ender Pearl. It really is just like how it sounds. It has no modules associated with it. No power, no durability, no nothing. It's just you toss it and whenever you land you just get it back. So it just works. Indefinitely. As for how to craft one, well, as you can see, it's not really that tricky. It's just 4 ender pearls, a block of excuse me, I need to lick my lips again. A block of redstone and 4 gold nuggets. So it's actually fairly cheap. Well, it depends on your idea of cheap. I mean, even I tend to be a bit conservative with that, without what I consider to be a cheap crafting recipe compared to a ridiculous one. But that's just me. Okay, maybe not just me, but you know what I mean. So it's technically what I consider a ridiculous recipe, but I'm pretty conservative about that, so yeah. Now, as for this part, let's get things going. Oh yeah, that's right, I needed to get the eye vendor. That's what I was going over there for, and I just spotted a pair of Mega Furbies. And a regular one. I just can't stop the Furbies. It's literally impossible. There's just too many of them. Do I have any Eyes of Ender left, is what I'm pondering. No. I may have one in my furnace. Maybe. Infuser, workstation. Nope, I'm out on my furnace. Oh yeah, I was gonna switch around a few of these. I've got a plan or two with my Interbow and my other things. Although, it could be amusing to try one out. Oh yeah, that would be a little wild. To get them out of my hair, I've got a very interesting idea. I am going to show how to use this Ender lasso for no reason other than because I can. Okay, let me see. Control scroll wheel. Now that would send them basically right where they are. That would send them out, but at the same time I don't think I want them there. Okay, now the thing is, I was going to have this one as a set location because it would send things right here. So, watch this spot. Well, at least my defenses are working. As I was going to say, it'll send them right on top of that because the purifier has an additional function I was wanting to exploit, but turns out it might not be capable of using it. Oh, I was hoping he'd be smashed to the wall. Oh, well. Can't win them all. That was a lot of Furby. Oh, these things are everywhere. Shoo. Whee! Shoo. Oh, I have a lot of things to clear. Why? I'm gonna need a recharge. Oh gosh, that's gonna be an issue. Luckily, took it out of here so I can just put it back in. I'll have to reprogram that thing later. Oh gosh, keep getting Furby-related interruptions. Too much Furby. Is there anything else from them in here? Because I need to clear out this stuff. Oh well. See. That I can use. We got that. Okay, that was... Keep getting interrupts. I was gonna say, if that was the first time I put purple in there, I would sort of doubt that. Okay, just making sure of stuff. Okay, got that. Wait, did I get... Yeah, there's an additional bow I didn't burn. Sort of need to do that. Okay. Eye of Ender. Now, without further ado... by the way, these are shapeless. There we go. As usual, I get my bowl back, and I have my full power now. Well, once I actually install it in the machine, anyhow. That is something to note. Again, need to re-rotate this thing. Sorry. That is something to note, is, it is based on the machine getting upgraded, so it's sort of like you do upgrades in, like, industrial class tech mods. In this one, you also do upgrades on the machine level this way as well. So it's very similar. My tank size has just gotten so big that that just looks like a pinprick. I think I can... Yep. I don't think this works in the blood chest. No, it does not, so I've got an extra for later. What I mean by that is that if you, well, thing is, I can put one in another kind of machine later, but I don't have enough stuff for it yet. I do think, however, I've got a bit of a source for that. And by that I mean, you know, the standard things I need to maul through when getting ore, the dark gems and the crushed dark gems. So, other than using a very large amount of fortune, I think I have a supplier in town now, so to speak. And I just got wool randomly from my sheep again. Okay. Now that I got that out of the way, and my stuff seriously promoted, I think I will just head on and, well, do something very special. My master plan for the Nether. And by the way, David, I know you're not servicing 1.8 anymore, so I really hope this is corrected by 1.8.9 and 1.9, etc. And I am in a wall. Come on. What? Again? Well, speaking of the ore, there it is. How did this happen again? I was gonna say that it didn't seem to remember where it was between sessions, but apparently no. It's anytime you exit it when you're in the Nether with the void chest, it seems to eject you into the overworld. Where am I? Okay. That's more distance than I thought I'd... You get... Thank you, Dark Ore. Oh. I'm pretty far underground, too. Or am I? No, according to this, I should be close to the surface. But still, last time I was like a kilometer from home. Just really, literally a kilometer from home. Like, it had no clue where I should have wound up, and I just popped that far away, so... Wow. Again, I really hope that's corrected later, because I would think that I'd want to actually return to a dedicated point in the Nether. So now I need to go back in the Nether, and all that jazz. So, yeah, and the best thing to do to get back in the Nether is to find where my home is from here after I recharge a bit, and then I will be able to just go from there. Yeah, that ore that was sort of had dark particles, that was dark ore. It's from Evilcraft, and it's the, or aka Bloodcraft, and it's the stuff you need. And I think I did get some more crushed dark gems. That's very important because that's not the primary thing they make. The primary thing they make is the dark gems, and the crushed is by an additional chance. And that's affected by fortune. Really, did I just stumble into... By any chance did I miss one down here? Because I think I... No, I didn't see cobblestone down here. Pretty sure this isn't one of mine. Yeah, there's cobble around here. Oh, that's a battle tower. Whew. Okay. That was interesting. Oh boy. I literally landed next to that battle tower. Didn't expect that. Okay. Whoa. Lag spike from not going in creative mode flight while flying. Lag spike. Okay. Now that I got some distance. Mind you, this is one of the less laggy ways of flying this way, and still getting that kind of lag. So you could tell that it's a good thing they corrected it. Now let me see, where's my home from here? Well, I'm more than a kilometer from home again. Well, I thought I was going to show how to get the... well, I had a thumb in... Sorry, sounding incoherent there for a moment. Just a little distraught. But as I was saying... mini Orcano. As I was saying, I found out that that I had admit. Ooh, I don't think I've rated this one before. I don't think I have, and it's on a mesa plateau. Is there a chest? Nope. Doesn't seem to be. Some of these have chests. This is a dark temple, something very important to look out for if you're playing with that mod. You can tell this nice beam effect comes from the classic beacon, but this is an environmental accumulator. You can do stuff to basically stockpile effects of the biome and the weather from them. It's like you literally steal a portion of the biome or the weather. Now with these ancient versions, they have side effects if they do that, because they will do things on recharge cycle. And so there's a special one you can make yourself, and it requires breaking one of these. But the question is, do I want to use the natural ones or not? Because if I use the ones I can make, the mod lets you make, I will be able to place it anywhere, move it anywhere, and basically take samples of whatever biome and or weather I please. But if I use these, it doesn't have a blood cost. It's kind of expensive to use the type that I need. I mean, that I can make. But these just recharge themselves. Interesting trade-offs. Okay, I'll have to think about that. Well, you know, while I'm at it, and while nothing else is directly around me, I might as well write down where this additional dark temple is, because it's kind of a good idea to know where these are. I think I hear enemies incoming, so I better do this quickly. CX is minus 512. And Z is 1226 approximately. You can always have a little bit of leeway with those whenever you're doing coordinates, because you know, you're going to be heading in that direction. Oh well. Well, I thought I was going to get home in time, but I guess I won't necessarily be back at the tree house, which I consider my spawn base to be a big deal, and I don't have a weather container right now. It would be really handy if I did, because then I could catch the power of the rain. It's always nice to see surface lava, though, because that's always a nice energy source. There's one of those things that looks sort of like a dark temple, but they're not. It's kind of a fake dark temple. I don't know if it's from ruins or what. But these are sort of nice. They go around. Maybe they're just part of the ruins mod to make it look like a temple, and it just happens to coincidentally look like the other kind of temple. It'd be kind of funny if they just happen to guess one. Okay, now I'm going directly only along this axis, or line. So I should be able to get home very quickly and find where my gate was. I didn't mean to illustrate it quite like that in terms of that particular bug, but, well, it happens, I guess. I guess I can F5 this and just see what it looks like riding on a broomstick. I think this would look cooler if somebody else was looking at me from their perspective, because then they'd be able to see more of the broom. Let me see if I... Nah, it just doesn't look as cool this way. So doing it from the rear view, from the forward view, it's not the same as seeing it from the side, actually. And I don't think there is a perspective button specifically for doing it from the side view. You know, you can look at me sideways while I'm doing it and get the, you know, like the outline. Like, oh gosh, I just saw something. Full moon in Minecraft, plus that. It would be like the classic E.T. movement with them flying in front of the moon. If you've never seen that movie, then you have no idea why that reference is so relevant. You've probably seen it farced a ton of times. Just a ton. Because almost everybody does. Almost everybody farces that movie by doing that. Where they show somebody flying in front of the moon in the perfect silhouette. Well, that would be an unbelievably cool thing to do with this flight mode. Oh gosh, I guess I'm just gonna have to settle for getting my full promotion in terms of my crafting recipes, because I'm going to have to settle things. Whoa, ouch, ouch. Think about any kind of flying, or any kind of vehicle for that matter, or ride, even like whether it's a mount or a vehicle, is that they tend to disregard where your head is going. It's not like they stop just because you ram your head into an object. So, yeah, that's a problem. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can afford to... No, by the time I craft that, the rain will be over. Oh, well. I guess I'll just have to go with this, because it's about time for me to head off. But anyhow, this is Glitch Reaper, and... Again, things did not go as planned, but I've managed to describe part of what I was going to do. Maybe next time I'll actually get it done. So... Well, I got a few things done, admittedly. Just not what I was really hoping to for one episode. Oh, well. Next time. This is Glitch... I really need to hydrate more while I'm doing videos. I'm sorry. Again, this is Glitch Reaper, and I'm signing off for now. Bye, and I hope to hear from you all later. So, bye for now.